Hello YouTube. I've not figured out if I've got a weird background noise. If anyone tunes in, haven't figured that out. But I'm just gonna do some online play because I realized I missed the Chesnaught, and I'll be just kind of casually doing that. So I have that unlocked before the DLC, and I'm watching some YouTube in the background. So you shouldn't be able to hear my game, but alright, ranked battle. Season 2 finalized. Hey, you get rewards. Okay, yeah, earn Chesnaught. I like this weird team that I already did. I think I have to get to K, which is a lot more than S. Okay, I still have a little while to do this. I like that this is wild area 2. 7. A narrow victory. That should be good points. It's a good thing the other players don't have to sit through my animation here. V. Oh, you get another Greninja. Okay. Let's keep going. Now I'll probably get my butt kicked. This is going pretty well. Kills, that's pretty good. Well, I think I still win 7 kills. That'll be more good points. I don't even know the meta here, but I feel like Xerneas is just good and competitive, flat out. 40. Yes. Oh, that's it. Chesnaught. They're just not tight. I mean, honestly, that's all I wanted. So, go check out the title. 50 times already. And then most importantly, that should give us one more on the megas. Is that Chesnaught? Dang. He actually does look pretty cool. I feel like that's a good improvement. Alright. So that's 68 megas. That should be all before the DLC. Let me just go through these. I don't think I did that yet, but so Meganium, I feel like that's kind of, I mean, it's interesting because it's not what I would expect, but I don't like it particularly. Just adding a bunch of flowers to the neck feels like a weird upgrade to the design. I think Mega Immor is cool though. I haven't looked into him much, but based on the staff, I'm guessing he goes from physical attack to special attack. Which is always weird, but like in a fun way. In a competitive setting, where it's like open team sheet, it'll always be easy to know if they're going for that or not. The Mega Feraligatr, I think it feels lazy, just adding a shell to the top. Mega Beedrill's an old one, I love it. It doesn't make Beedrill good, but it's just kind of a cool design. Pidgeot, similar, old one, cool design, just a long head feather, I don't know, it's kind of cool. Mega Ampharos has always been what I liked, because it's kind of like Super Saiyan vibe, long flowy hair, it's pretty cool. Mega Gyarados I think is cool too. This one is honestly kind of weird, just lots of arms and eyes, kind of creepy. I have come to love Mega Starmie. People are kind of mixed on this one. I learned that this is kind of a reference to a character from Mother 3 Earthbound, which is incredible. It's got the same stance. Love that. Mega Floette. I mean, it's kind of hype that we get this finally as a playable Pokemon. And I personally love the Mega Pyroar. I'm kind of guessing you have to have a male Pyroar to Mega as well. But, you know, fun fact, the new main is just another kanji for, like, burning or something like that. Actually, why don't I just Google that and say the exact true thing? Mega Pyroar. What is the Mega... Okay, so Mega Pyroar's kanji, so like the old thing that people remember, Fire Blast blows the that old kanji in the old games, and I think it's still in this, which is the kanji for fire. That's what Fire Blast does. But then Pyroar, this is the kanji for fire enlarge, and it is the two stacked on top, and it translates to blaze. So that's like, it's kind of a weird design, but it's kind of cool knowing where it comes from. So we have fire, large fire, a blaze, a kanji as the main. It's pretty cool. I'm on board for the Mega Clefable as well. So we just kind of have a fairy design, right? Mega Alakazam's an old one, but you know, just more spoons. It's cool. Mega Gengar, probably one of my favorites of all time. I love this Mega Scolipede, actually. You know, it's kind of like, reminds me of other games. Maybe Xenoblade Chronicles. I don't know why, but you know, it just looks like a creature you might see in that game, and it has cool armor. Victory Bell, I don't much like the design of, but I do like how the Mega Victory Bell plays in the game. Like a Metachamp I didn't use much, but I think it's a good design overall based on the Pokemon it comes from. This one's from the old games. I think it's kind of lazy. Just a big lightning bolt design. Mega Gardevoir's always been cool. Just looks, I don't know, regal, queenly. Mega Gallade similar. Houndoom I think's a good design, just more demonic. It's like a Doom Dog, right? Mega Altaria I think was also in the games before. It's just more clouds. Feels kind of lazy. I like the Mega Audino just as a design. I don't think it's really worth using particularly. Lopunny I think is a kind of a cool Pokemon in general, and the Mega is pretty cool too. The Banette here I know is from the original games too. I think this is like creepy in all the right ways. You can camera up. You know, I feel like one of their cooler choices is just turning it into a freaking volcano. Really matches the name. I wish Mega Excadrill was cooler. You know, also from the old games, but it's not like it's bad, but I feel it feels weird, but it is cool that it can kind of like link the head and arm drill parts together and just appear as a big drill. Mega Garchomp. Always been Garchomp's awesome. Of course I like that. Actually love Sableye, despite it being kind of a bad Pokemon, even a bad Mega. But it's just fun, like on a design perspective, having it hide behind a crystal. Mega Mawile. I love Mawile too, you know. I think all three of these are kind of fit in that same category of their stats aren't really good enough, and having 100 more from the Mega Evolution doesn't fix that really, but it makes them more useful at least. The Mega Mawile I think is probably plays the best out of the three. Mega Absol. Absolutely cool, but it's paper. Anything can knock it out. You know, Lucario. I for one am actually kind of excited to try out the new Mega Lucario Z. It was impossible to avoid that spoiler, but you know, I'm kind of curious. I feel like we're gonna see some new Megas in this DLC, and I'm just worried that we're gonna get a Mega Incineroar. It'll be Mega Incineroar X, Y, and Z probably. Game Freak's favorite boy. Mega Slowbro, I think it's a fun design because it's like a top. And the Sharpedo is using a bit in the Infinite Royale to farm money. You know, not because it's cool, but because it had Aqua Jet. But yeah, it's kind of like Mega Absol, it's paper. This I think is actually, the Mega Electros is a cool design. You got two arm cannons as opposed to being the singular Danger Noodle. It feels like a major Danger Noodle. I actually kind of love Mega Dragonite. I'm sure some people disagree with that. You know, I feel like they were trying to go for linking in some of the Dragonair design elements onto a Dragonite, and I think they did a decent job on that. I do wish that we had gotten the stone as a Dragonite Knight, or maybe if the Dragonite stone was just called Dragonite, that would be pretty funny. Both of those are better than what they went with. Yeah, I think on all three, all four, I bet we're getting them third Charizard Z. I would not be surprised. But you know, Venusaur, it's just bigger flower, more good, I guess. It's kind of lazy in hindsight, but I like Venusaur. I like Charizard X and Charizard Y both. You know, I know one of them's more physical and the other is more special, so you can always tell in a competitive sense which one's gonna be coming up against you. Like the Mega Blastoise, they did the best thing ever in this game. These cannons all fire when he does his water blasts, and that is incredible. Thank you, Game Freak. And I'll go ahead and say on Mega Malamar here, like this is just oodles of style. I love this thing. I don't like Malamar, but I like Mega Malamar. Dragalge, I think that's how you say it. Mega Dragalge feels like such a cool design. This is based off of kind of a really cool seahorse that's real. But of course not the Mega, the regular design. And so I think it's one of my favorite Pokemon designs of all time. I don't know if it's a Pokemon I enjoy using much though. Like I feel like it should be good, but it never really plays like it's good. But maybe if I do another run of this game, maybe I should try and include Dragalge in the team. Like Dragon Poison is a pretty cool type. I don't think anyone likes Mega Glalie. I will be on that team. He's weird, kind of awkward design. Mega Frostlass on the other hand, which we got in this game. This is cool. It's modeled after a type of Japanese demon. And I love the design. I even like the Mega Abomasnow here. Like, just kind of Abomasnow, but more. Mega Scizor. Like, Scizor is already a pretty good Pokemon. I think Scizor is one of those Pokemon that's like kind of good, even though its type combo makes it not good. Like Bug Steel he's super bulky and good, unless your opponent has fire. Or I think there's others. Maybe ground. Ground's probably, I forget. I think it has 4 times weaknesses. The Mega Scizor doesn't really solve that problem, but the design is so cool. So, like, it gets a pass. Mega Pinsor, I think's even cooler, honestly. This thing, it looks kind of demonic. Still a paper cannon, though. And the Mega Heracross, I think that was in the old games too. But just like all 3 of these bugs are so kind of iconic, and the Megas just improve on those designs. Mega Halucha, I think, had the craziest hype trailer, because they got some matadors to hype it up in Mexico. I think that's incredible, and the design's actually pretty cool. And Halucha, despite being a relatively low stat Pokemon, plays pretty well. Mega Scrafty. I'm sure some people think this design's a little lazy. I think they thought about the character they were pairing Scrafty with in this game, Naveen, and made Mega Scrafty completely fit Naveen's vibe, which feels like a weird choice. But also, I think Mega Scrafty just looks cool, so I like it. I also like Mega Chandelure. I know some people are like, oh, look, your Chandelure is more Chandelier-like. Wow, I'm kind of lazy. But, if you think that's lazy, so is Mega Venusaur. So I think this is a cool design, honestly. And same thing, like Aerodactyl that came out in this generation, people would complain about, oh, you just added more rocks, ooh. But it's still kind of cool. It fits the design. It's a rock flying. Mega Steelix, I know, is in the old games too. I think, it was cool back then. It's still cool now. I love the animation it has in this game. It's crazy that in the combat system they cooked up for this game, Mega Steelix and Mega Gyarados can play so fast. It's crazy, Steelix being an actual kind of slow Pokemon, it feels kind of broken playing against a good Mega Steelix. Mega Aggron's a funny one to me too. Like, I think the design's cool. It reminds me of mech animes and stuff. Kaiju thing. And like every time I came across a Mega Aggron playing the game, it felt like this unbeatable thing until I remember I can just hit it with like a ground move or ice move or water move and it just like disappears. It's like ultra defensive unless you abuse its 4 times weaknesses. Mega Tyranitar is kind of like Mega Scizor. You know, you're taking a cool badass Pokemon and making it cooler. And it's also kind of got a bad type combo, but because it's Tyranitar and it has so much stats, it's still just good anyway. We just encountered a Mega Greninja in the online. I think this is a cool design. It's kind of feel like they're going for the Ash Greninja kind of vibe from the anime, which I've never watched. Mega Phalanx, hands down my favorite new Mega. This is cool. It reminds me of like, I don't know, Power Rangers and other shows like that growing up. I think that's so cool. You took the 5 dudes and then turned them in. Well, it looks like they made it 6 dudes. I don't think it was a line of 6 in the Pokedex. We'll go check that after. So another guy comes out of nowhere, I guess. Chesnaught feels lazy like the Venusaur. But, I mean, it's still, I think it's cool. It looks armored and epic. You know, some people probably don't like the Mega Skarmory. I like it because it kind of looks like a shiny Skarmory. And then I've heard if you get a shiny Mega Skarmory, it goes back to the colors of a non-Mega Skarmory, which is kind of a cool little thing they threw in. Delphox I've always loved as a Pokemon design, like a wizard fox thing. I just love it, and this is perfect. Super Halloween vibes. 3 brooms. God, I love Delphox. Mega Salamence falls into the lazy vibe of a lot of these megas. But it's cool. Turns into an airplane. I'm down. Mega Kangaskhan feels like a joke from like a Smash reveal, but I know I don't know if the Mega Kangaskhan functions the same way in this game. Maybe I should try it out in a subsequent playthrough that I might do. Yeah, like that. And then Dragalge, I think are 2 interesting ones to see how they work. And Drampa, I think, was one of the coolest ones they dropped on us in the story. Like, I love Drampa. It reminds me of the Never-Ending Story. And this is kind of cool. You get like a Stormcloud version. Metagross is just good in general. Can't fault it. It's kind of a weird direction, but because it's so cool, I'll just like it anyway. I don't know how to feel about Mega Zygarde, right? Like, I'm kind of curious. I still haven't looked up its stats. I bet this is giving Mewtwo a run for its money. Like, base stat total. But, like, it feels like a strange design. It just gets like a super cannon. But, you know, that said, I appreciate a lot that the game gave us more story revolving around Zygarde. You know, and like, it makes sense. Like, Zygarde, guard in French is kind of to protect. So Zygarde being like the protector of the city, it feels right to me. So, you know, the design's strange, but I think the design's also to match the boss fight they cooked up for this game, giving it a reason to like stop the blast from destroying the city. You know, I feel like they could do more with what Zygarde is, but it's still fitting, and it's still like, it's kind of cool. It's cool in the sense that it feels more humanoid, but then you just have like a super cannon. Yeah, Mega Diancie was in the old games too. Diancie, I think, was a mythical that kind of deserves some more attention. So I like wish we got a bit more story with a little mystery gift to come with it. I mean, I could say the same for the Mewtwo. You know, we all know the story of Mewtwo and the DNA modification of Mew by, I think it was Team Rocket, right? You know, they only gave you a little bit with Mabel when you did the mission in this game. So I feel like you could have got a lot more. But, you know, it's kind of cool that it was included at all. And also, I don't know why I knocked that Mewtwo out so easily online just now, but like, these things have like 700 something base stat total. It's kind of insane. So I hadn't even considered using it. Right. Yeah, I think it was Xerneas, non-Mega Xerneas. Had enough firepower to just, well, with Geomancy, to be fair, competitive nightmare Pokemon. Just blasted a Mewtwo out of existence. Okay, but yeah, there was the other. Okay, Fallings is 6 segments, so I just didn't remember right. So, I mean, that said, Mega Fallings, taking the 6 guys and making it like one Mega Fighter, that's flat out my favorite new Mega in the game. I don't even care if it's good. I love it. Especially the guy in the middle struggling to hold up the 3 on top of him. God. What energy this has. It is incredible. Alright. Well, with that, I've wasted 30 minutes of my life and everyone else's life, so I'll go ahead and log off, and maybe someday I'll figure out why I'm getting a little clicking noise in the background. Alright, have a good day everyone.